Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Pokemon. The most cringy things in the 1980s. I am your host, well it's me of course, and then finally a new game after the Little Nightmares series. That's right, Little Nightmares number 2 will be coming out shortly after this. However though, I said, you know what, screw it, let's dip our virtual fucking toe into this. So this is called Fantasy Tavern. In this case, of course, he's going to be blurred out, but we already know what the hell it is. And if you don't know, then you are way too damn young to be watching this. So in this case, I'm going to call it S3XTET, shortened for TET. So Fantasy Tavern TET. The new Volume 1, the new World Days. So let's fucking jump right into it. But the main reasoning, of course, is that I'm recording this, not live streaming it, because throughout the series, you will find some particular things that I'm gonna have to, I'll have to edit out, of course. Alrighty, enter the name. Let's go with our glorious name. We go with Poke. The summer is drawing to an end. I'm at the Maid Cafe where I work part-time, closing shop for the day. This cafe, situated on a corner of Akihabara, was constructed during the peak of the Maid Cafe popularity. After their popularity decreased, it was only natural that the customers decreased as well. There are far fewer maid cafes now than there used to be. However, from the very beginning of the boom in the popularity, this shop has continued to stay open as usual. There are two reasons for that. The first simply being that the food is delicious. Out front, it's made to seem as if the maids cook, but the reality is that us cooking staff do all the work back in the kitchen. That's how the owner wants it after all. There's a specific reason why this shop's food is said to be so delicious. It's the owner's policy not to use frozen food or instant food at all. We make everything out of scratch. Thanks to that, I've significantly improved my cooking skills, even though I was never aiming to become a chef. The second reason is simple, that the girls are cute. I believe that even among all the maid cafes that are still in business, ours stands out above the rest. I wonder how she's doing. I remember one of the female co-workers who I'd worked with until recently. She was so naive, you'd almost think she wasn't even born in modern Japan. However, her ninja cosplay was pretty genuine, and she could use magic so convincingly you'd almost believe it was a real ninja technique. I've been working here for a long time, but I've never seen a girl as impressive as her before. As I pick up some staff, I think about how happy the boss would be if she came back. Of course, the other maids are all cute too. Except for that one. Let's do this. That's a long enough trip down memory lane for now. I've got to finish up my work. Of course, it's it's in Japanese. Okay, which makes sense. Senpai, with you slacking off like that, we'll never get out of here. I'd been playing with the idea of going out to eat if we managed to close up shop within the next hour, when I hear a voice calling me from the back entrance. This voice belongs to one of my junior co-workers. Basically, she's a girl. If you want to leave, then why don't you help me out? I'm the #1 popular maid here. Why should I have to help? This isn't me. Remember that I thought that this was me. Like, oh yeah, I'm the #1 popular maid. Hell yeah, let's go. Your boy's a popular maid. Why should I have to help? If you want my help, you're gonna have to adopt the proper attitude. Plus, I'm such a delicate maiden, I can't possibly do work like that. She's got a lot of nerve saying that. Yeah, she fucking does. Why is that not fucking spaced out? Like, that's so stupid. Nonetheless, she simply stares at me and doesn't attempt to help me at all. She's been my junior here for ages now, but I still think she lacks charm. Well, if you just look at her face, she's pretty cute. Cute enough to grab the spot of the most popular in the cafe. At first, our shifts had strangely overlapped, so I'd even thought, could she be into me? Well, the reality of it was not so pretty. Apparently, it's because she doesn't have to work so hard with me. She's a wolf in sheep's clothing, and is only nice when around other people, not around me though. Senpai, will you buy me some juice? Like the fuck I will, you get your own damn juice. Why do you have to pay for your juice? Plus, I've still got all these heavy boxes to carry out. Huh, but that's your job, senpai. Hey yo, if you want the juice, you better give me a hand. The second the customers disappear, this is what happens. She doesn't help me out, and unlike when she's working on the floor, there's no smile on her face. She's frustratingly selfish and disingenuous. Which is why day in and day out, I get loaded with all the work. Sheesh. Yuck. What's that? You're giving me the creep staring at me like that. I'm glaring at you because you won't give me a hand. Eek! That's scary. I don't want to be knocked over by an angry coworker. I'm going home. Fine, fine. I'm accustomed to this behavior as well. After she teases me, she thinks up some excuse to go home. At first, I tried my best to put a stop to it, but since I realized it was an impossibility, I've been closing the shop by myself. I'd rather get things done quickly and efficiently than have to deal with her anyway. I mean, yeah, you know, fuck you, bitch. Time to get this order quickly. Phew! I can finally go home. By the time I finish closing, I've already gone over the fixed hours of my shift, which is 5 hours. Why do I have such an unfair gap in my employment compared to Apricot? I'm walking towards my locker and the changing room when I see something glowing out of the corner of my eye. Intrigued, I look in the direction of the light. As I do, a light overflows with the door of another locker. What the? Someone must have left their cell phone light on. No way, no one would be so careless as to put their phone in the locker with the light still on. Anyhow, it's a locker that isn't being used by anyone now as far as I know. I'll check just in case. Anyways, if a robot broke in, it would be my fault since I am in charge of closing up. I'll do what I can to prevent that from happening. I grabbed the mop in one hand and approached the locker just in case a robot happens to pop out from inside and I need to defend myself. I feel a lump grow in my throat and trying to gulp it down as I put my hand on the locker handle. There's no one inside. Instead, the light inside overflows and pours out, wrapping itself around my feet. Almost like a living creature within its own will. Hang on! My feet are swallowed up, followed by my waist, and then my chest, one after another. Hey! I said wait! I try to run, but my body won't move. Not only that, but in the changing room has transformed into a white space at some point. Crap! Just as I'm about to yell out what the hell is going on, I feel my consciousness slip away. Hey yo, we're getting mugged.
No, you're getting mugged. How the hell does that even work?
My head is pounding. Where am I? I believe we call this heaven. My head feels fuzzy and I cradle it in my hands. When I look around, I see trees of green. An expanse of green stretching out all around me. This is a pariah, isn't it? Huh? Wasn't I just in the cafe? Even with everything in Akihabara, there's no way a pariah... Wait. Am I saying that correctly? Pariah? Prairie. There's no way a prairie like this exists. Just hold up a sec. I've got to stop. My brain is going a mile a minute. That's right. I've calmed down and think things through. I was at the maid cafe working on closing up the shop. After I was done, I went into the changing room. Yep, so far so good. That's when I noticed a glowing locker and was surrounded by a light when I opened the door. Then, before I knew it, I found myself in this prairie. Yep, got it. I don't get it at all. Where am I? Huh? Was I reincarnated somewhere, like in some anime or manga? I have a serious lack of critical information and I totally don't understand what is happening. God damn it! I'm about to take out my frustration on a random stone on the ground and pull back my foot, winding up with a kick. That's when I noticed some sort of blue blob in the sky. Slime? No way. No way. I'm in Akihabara in the present day Japan, right? Then why is there a monster right out of a game here? That's just bizarre. Oh, it noticed me. Whoa. As if it's setting its sights on me, it begins to approach little by little. Can I defeat this thing? When it comes to slimes, they're usually a minor monster that appears in the first stage of the game. I mean, true, but we've all seen reincarnation as a slime, right? Hey yo, he ain't no minor slime. I may not be used to fighting at all, but I can take down one tiny slime monster, right? Here we go. I sprint to the bridge, the gap between us, and then threw a punch at the slime with all my might. Huh? The only thing that happens is that I get slimy liquid all over my fist, but otherwise it doesn't look like I caused any damage. On the contrary, it seems to be jiggling with even more energy than before. This is bad, right? The fact that it can't be hurt means that it can't be defeated. I should run away, I know that, and yet my body won't move. Totally uncaring to my state, the slime moves closer and closer. Whoa, ho, 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 time out. Even if you eat me, I'm not gonna be tasty. Well, there's no way you can understand human words. The distance between the slime and I shrinks. Oh, crap. If this keeps up, I might die after all. Just when that thought popped into my head. Watch out! Huh? The shape of another person appears before me. It's a girl. Then just like that, she runs straight at the slime. Take that.